Viewers and subscribers, please make sure to subscribe to Saga News TV and give a like and share, because if you don't, you will miss out a lot of news.
Residents of Grandspen staged a protest on Wednesday in response to what they allege was a controversial police shooting that left one man dead. The deceased has been identified by residents as Jaden Gooden, also known as Six. According to police reports, officers have conducted a police operation at a premises on Grandspen Avenue in search of wanted man. Residents said that soon as the police arrived, loud explosions were heard. Gooden was later found fatally shot. Residents have refuted the police account, claiming that Gooden was killed during a shootout. The residents claim the police had mistaken for the now deceased for another individual with a similar name. In response, they blocked road and demanded an independent investigation into the incident. The Independent Commission of Investigation INDECOM has since confirmed that the incident is one of 3 police fatal shootings. It is proven over the past 24 hours. The other 2 cases under investigation occurred in Olaba, St. Catherine and Jerusalem Mountain, Westmoreland on May 20. In both incidents, police reported that they were confronted by armed men who allegedly pointed firearms at officers. At least one officer fired in each case, and a firearm was reportedly recovered from the deceased at each scene. INDECOM reported that no body wearing cameras was used by officers involved in any of the incident. The agency processes the scene in Olaba, swabbed the hands of the deceased for gun residue, and sealed the body pending a post-mortem examination. Similar processing is underway at the Grandspen and Westmoreland locations. The victim in the Westmoreland shooting has not yet been formally identified. These incidents bring the total number of fatal police shootings in 2025 to 133, with 22 occurred so far in May. Officials from INDECOM in a release urge the public to assist with its investigation by submitting videos, photographs, or any other relevant information. Witness may contact the Commissioner. WhatsApp at 876-553-00 or call 876-968-1932 or 876-968-8875. The Spanish Town police are investigating the stabbing death of a 21-year-old man at a garage on Monday night. Death is Jerome James of Murthighway, Passageford, Portmore, St. Catherine. Reports are that about 10:50, James and another man had a fight at the garage in Lime Tree in the parish. During the fight, he was stabbed in the left side of his neck. He was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he succumbed while undergoing treatment. The St. Catherine police are probing the chopping death of a man in Garden Pen last night. Reports are that about 11 p.m. police personnel responded to an information of a man being beaten along Sinclair Drive in the parish. The team went to the scene where the body was clad in a black sweatsuit. A black shoes was found on a dirt track with chop wounds to the head and upper body. The body was removed for a post-mortem. No motive has been established for the incident. A 54-year-old man has been hospitalized after he was shot during a robbery at his home along Jones Avenue, Spanish Town, St. Catherine, early Wednesday morning. He is in serious condition with gunshot wound to the head. Reports are that about 3:30, the man was at home when a man entered his premises and pulled a gun and opened fire. The man was injured. His attacker then robbed him of his cell phone and escaped. The man was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was admitted. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch is investigating the incident. A man police source claim was a senior member of the notorious Kingsville gang and the equal violence speculation gang was fatally shot during an early morning operation by members of the security force in Westmoreland on Wednesday. He has been identified as 28 years old Romain Murray, otherwise called Bartis or Fortibal. According to the police, members of the security force were executed a search warrant at 2 departments, Board House in the Jerusalem Mountain area and Grange Hill, shortly after 5:30 a.m. when Murray fled the premises, brandished a firearm. The police say he pointed the weapon at them, prompting them to open fire hitting him. He was taken to the Stapleton Public General Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. A firearm was reportedly recovered at the scene, while the Independent Commission of Investigation INDECOM has reported that it is investigating the case. Sources say Murray, who was a resident of Top Lincoln and Jerusalem Mountain in Grangeville, was identified as a top-tier operative in the Kingsville gang, acting on behalf of incarcerated gang leader Derval Luke Williams. He was also linked to the speculation gang. Police intelligence has reportedly linked both gangs to a series of violent crime across western Jamaica, including multiple murders, contract killings, kidnappings, and adoption. Murray was before the court for the 2024 murder of Devante Wacky Brown and had been granted bail. As a condition of his bail, he was required to report to the 7 Mile police station every Wednesday and Saturday. Murray had also been named by the police as a person of interest in the May 8, 2025 adoption of a teacher in Hanover. The source say Murray organized the adoption and supplied firearms and ammunition to the men carrying out the act. It was reported that the teacher was forcibly removed from her vehicle about 6 a.m. on May 8 in Pale River, Hanover by 3 armed men. 65 years old businessman Robert Bell, the man allegedly seen in a viral video assaulting a nurse while clutching his firearm, has been denied bail. Bail was denied Wednesday morning by Supreme Court Judge Lorna Shell Williams. Bell's attorney at law Christopher Townsend explained that Williams made the decision mainly due to safe concern. A bail application was made. The judge refused the bail on the grounds that since the video has gone viral, for his safety, it is best that he remain where he is. She did, however, indicated that as soon as we receive all the documents, that we are liable to make another bail application, which we will do. We will also address the question of his safety. On that occasion, Townsend said, the accused businessman is scheduled to appear to court in July 9. Bell was charged with assault occasioning body harm, assault with intent to cause grievous body harm, assault at common law, positioning a firearm with intent to commit a first scheduled offense, and possession of a firearm with intent to cause injuries. Reports from the police are that on Tuesday, May 13, around 7:15 p.m., the nurse was on her way to work when her vehicle was impeded by a vehicle that was being driven by Bell. A dispute ensued between the two individuals, during which the woman was physically assaulted. A video of the incident that went viral on social media showed a man physically assaulting the nurse and even stomping on her head. The incident triggered widespread condemnation across Jamaica. A man was shot and killed and a child wounded by a single gunman in Dela Creek Park housing scheme in St. Andrew on Tuesday evening. The deceased has been identified as 26 years old Onika Anderson, otherwise called Nico, of a Dela Creek Park address. An 8-year-old girl was shot in the foot during the incident. According to the St. Andrew South Police, about 9 p.m., Anderson and the girl were seated among a group of people on Fairman Way when a vehicle drove up and stopped. A man alighted from the car with a firearm and shot Anderson in the upper body, including the head. The child was also hit. She was admitted to hospital in stable condition. Police investigation revealed that Anderson had been charged in 2015 for murder and served a prison term for 3 years. Sleuths are investigating whether Anderson's murder is linked with a recent dispute with a former associate. Police investigators are trying to determine the circumstances that resulted in the death of a 4-year-old girl who was found with a bullet wound at her home in Ingleside, Mandeville, Manchester on Tuesday night. The deceased is Gia Grinnell. Preliminary reports suggest that the child's mother is a licensed firearm holder and that her weapon had been left in her handbag at the time of the incident. Further reports are that sometime after 10 p.m., the woman put Gia and her 12-year-old sibling to bed. While using the bathroom, the woman reportedly heard what appeared to be loud explosion and found Gia with what appeared to be a gunshot wound to the head. The child was rushed to the hospital where she was pronounced dead.